Hey guys, this is Stranger Frozen Wish Stews here, and welcome back to another video. And today, I'm going to be doing once again another trailer review or reviews of two trailers that just came out yesterday. And they are not just trailers, they're freaking event trailers. And I will say both of these trailers are the best trailers of the year so far, and I am saying that without hesitation. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on with these trailers. And before I do, I just want to I just want to give a quick disclaimer. I will be focusing on one trailer. One of them will get focused. So technically, the other trailer I'll be reviewing will be more of like a bonus-ish trailer review. I won't talk much about them. I'm gonna focus on the other one. So with that said, yeah, let's first talk about the trailer that dropped first before the other, Dune Part 3. Now, yes, I am a Dune fan. I love the first Dune movie, and especially Dune Part 2. I love it. I still have the same thoughts on Dune Part 2. I forgot where I put it in my best movies of 2024 list. I think it was 4 and 5 or 5. But I am certain that I do consider it a tie with the Furiosa Mad Max saga on whatever spot it's on. But yeah, Dune Part 3, man. I'm sure you've all seen me mention. Sorry, I burped. I just finished eating a few minutes ago, so please bear with my burp. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Dune Part 3 was in my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2026 list, and for good reason. And yeah, but after seeing this trailer, I gotta say, holy shit, this was a mind-blowingly epic trailer, and it freaking surpassed my expectations. A part of me was thinking that this is not going to top Dune Part 2 as my favorite Dune movie because of the fact that excuse me, because of the fact that I heard that the book this is based on, Dune Messiah, is a slow burn story. It's like described as the slowest Dune film yet, so I was like thinking that probably could affect my thoughts, so I kind of put it a little lower than expected on the list. In fact, I actually had Supergirl about Dune 3. But, you know what? I don't care. That trailer freaking sold me. Now, maybe the actual movie won't be like the trailer, because the trailer is promoting this as the most action-heavy Dune movie yet. And it's going to have, like, it's going to be the biggest one yet. Maybe in scope, yes. But, slow burn. I mean, but let's be real here. Why is that big? I don't know why I kind of made that a big deal. Because let's be real here. I mean, the Dune movies are pretty much slow. Heck, even Dune Part 2 was slow. And I appreciate slow movies a lot. Heck, one of my favorite movies of all time is Interstellar, and that's a slow movie. So, yeah, I can definitely bear it slow. So I don't think I will mind this movie being slow paced. But you can clearly see from this trailer that this is gonna be like the most epic Dune movie yet. No matter how many action scenes they put, you can clearly feel the ambition that's put into this. This from what I know, this is going to be this takes place 17 years after the events of Dune Part 2, and everyone's an adult now. All the teens from the last film are an adult, and also I know that this is going to be Paul Atreides' biggest downfall yet. If you guys recall, Timothy Paul Atreides became a dictator at the end of Dune Part 2, and now he's gonna turn to the dark side. And the visuals are absolutely outstanding once again. Yeah, I still stand by the fact that Project Hail Mary is going to be, Project Hail Mary is still going to be the most visually stunning movie of the year for me. Yeah, but this visuals, man, the Dune visuals, you just cannot go wrong with that. I mean, I think that everybody in this one, when it comes to the cast, they're all gonna give their best performances yet. Timothy Chalamet, from this trailer, is already giving his best performance. Paul Atreides is Timothy Chalamet's best performance, and nothing will top it. Maybe unless Timothy Chalamet joins the MCU. Yeah, I mean, I know everyone says Marty Mouse is his best performance. Well, he's no Paul Atreides to me. No, I disagree with that. This will be his best performance, yeah, for sure. Especially when he cuts his hair and then he rises to the top of something. I don't know how to describe it, but at the end of the trailer, basically, yeah, the man, that's insane acting. And of course, you got Zendaya. You got Rebecca Ferguson. I heard she's gonna be barely in this one. Okay, I guess that's okay. And you also got Florence Pugh back, and then you got new additions. Robert Pattinson as the main antagonist. Oh man, Robert freaking Pattinson, man, he looks unrecognizable. I think this could be his second best performance behind the Batman. Batman will always be my favorite Robert Pattinson performance. But this could be Robert Pattinson's best movie yet. Honestly, guys, this could be the best movie that he's ever starred in. He looks absolutely villainous, and I love how he actually looks like Christopher Walken. Like, I'm banging that his character is gonna be the son of Christopher Walken's character, whoever he's playing. Oh yeah, I think he was in Dune Part 2, but whatever. I'm sure you get what I mean. But of course, you got Anya freaking Taylor-Joy. Now, even though I prefer Florence Pugh as an actress over Anya Taylor-Joy, Anya Taylor-Joy is gonna freaking steal this movie because, my God, she looks freaking incredible, and Aaliyah Trace is gonna be my favorite Dune character. I'm calling her right now. Again, yes, Florence Pugh in this one. She's better than Anya Taylor-Joy, but Anya Taylor-Joy just based on this movie alone. But oh yeah, before I get to the best part of the trailer, the cinematography from Linus Sandgren. Yeah, I mean, Greg Fraser is my favorite cinematographer of all time. But I get why he didn't return to Dune, because he has other projects. He's doing Project Hail Mary and now Batman Part 2. So Linus Sandgren, he shot La La Land and No Time to Die, which, yes, I'm still a massive fan of that film. He's doing great though. I mean, I think even if the cinematography is different, I think it's on the same quality as the cinematography in the first two films. So there's that. But the standout element of the trailer is the chanting. Like, we all have dirty, so like that. That chant has been stuck in my head ever since that I first watched the trailer, and that was like the whole reason as to what made this trailer feel more epic, more grand. That it's because of the chanting. Oh man, yeah. Now, I actually had a lot more to say about the trailer than I thought I was, but I'll end up talking about the Dune Part 3 trailer with just the release date. And yes, guys, they're not backing up with the Doomsday. This is going to be This is going to be an even bigger double feature event than Barbenheimer. And God freaking damn, even in my country, the Philippines, I mean, they could have like made one of the two movies release in January, but no, both of them are releasing in December. This and Doomsday. Now I'm honestly a little worried about what's going to release on my birthday. But I am certainly watching rewatching Avengers Doomsday on my birthday for freaking sure. But yeah, I think it's I'm a little iffy on December release. I actually do wish one of those movies did release on January, because December is a really hard time for me to watch movies because, of all the Christmas stuff and the fact that I'm going on long vacations, and we are already planning on where we're going this year and stuff. I guess that's all for it. Yeah, so Dune Part 2, Dune Part 3, honestly, guys, this is my most anticipated non superhero movie of the year right now. I'm more hyped for this than Nolan's Odyssey. Yeah, guys, how the fuck are Dune movies constantly beating Nolan movies? First, I prefer Dune over Tenet. Then I prefer Dune Part 2 over Oppenheimer, and now I'm more hyped for Dune Part 3 than Odyssey. I mean, who knows? Maybe the Odyssey could end up being a better movie. We'll see about that, but I'm more hyped for Dune Part 3 right freaking now. I would say this is my third most anticipated movie of the year so far, and I'll probably make a revise the top 5 most anticipated movies of the year, 5 or 10, in the comments below, if I remember to do it. But anyways, guys, yes, I may have talked a lot more than I was expecting for the Dune Part 3 trailer, but this is nothing compared to the next trailer that I'm going to be talking about, and this is the biggest one of them all. The big trailer event of the year, Spider-Man Brand New Day. Now, if you guys remember from my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2026 video, I had this and Avengers Doomsday tied as my number 1 most anticipated movie of the year, and I said that I give the slight edge to Spider-Man Brand New Day. I mean, I am a massive Spider-Man fan. Everyone knows that. Let's forget Spider-Man 3 and Fantastic One exists. I pretty much like to love every single Spider-Man movie. And my favorite Spider-Man actor is Tom Holland. I am, a Tom Holland defender from day one. I will never understand the hate for him. He's not the worst Spider-Man actor. He's the best Spider-Man actor. He is everything I've envisioned about the Spider-Man, who Spider-Man truly is. And yeah, No Way Home was a generational movie. A movie, that brought all Spider-Mans together. No Way Home is a movie that felt like a fever dream of a movie. And it had one of the most brilliant endings in superhero movies. And one of the best endings in any superhero movie. Pretty much, Peter Parker being transported, Peter Parker being in this world where nobody knows who Peter Parker is. Nobody knows Spider-Man is under Peter Parker's mask. And he did all this so that no one else could get in trouble, because the people knowing Peter Parker Spider-Man has been, getting shit, yeah. And of course, I've always been hyped for this one ever since the end of No Way Home. I've always wanted to see where this was going to go, what was going to happen to, the fact that, nobody knows Peter Parker. Everyone just knows him as Spider-Man, but they don't know who's behind the mask. And I really wanted to see Peter Parker in his life, and that's why I was hyped for Spider-Man 4. And then I've been making theories. Back in 2022, I made a prediction video about Spider-Man 4. The fact that, Kate Bishop was going to be Spider-Man's ally and maybe even his new love interest, and Black Cat was going to be the villain. I wish that still happened, but, I mean, it's not too late to bring in Black Cat. I mean, they could make an MCU Spider-Man 5, and I did hear that there's going to be a trilogy, so I'm betting that Spider-Man 5 is going to have Black Cat in it, and maybe a team up, because let's be real here. Spider-Man and Kate Bishop would be the perfect duo. And maybe if Spider-Man doesn't get a new love interest in this movie, I think Kate Bishop could be Spider-Man's new love interest. But yeah, and also, yeah, there's so many reasons to be hyped for this one. And also the fact that Dustin Daniel Cretton is in this one. You may know him as the director of Shang-Chi. And honestly, this is making me love Shang-Chi even more now, because of just the fact that Dustin Daniel Cretton is doing this. Man, guys, after seeing this trailer for myself... Oh, and by the way, I'm jumping way too ahead. I was going to say one thing. But the main reason that got me, super hyped about this, more hyped for this than ever, is Sadie Sink. Yeah, my favorite actress of all freaking time. March 30th, 2025, the day that changed everything about this movie. The announcement that Sadie Sink was joining this movie. Oh man, I cannot believe I actually heard that. Like, that was a fever dream, honestly. Yeah, sure, there were rumors about it in 2024, but hearing that Stacey was confirmed to be in Spider-Man in this movie was a freaking fever dream. And it's not just, oh, she's gonna be like, oh, in this movie, and just cause, no. You can tell and you can feel that Marvel and Sony are going to do something special with Stacey in this one. Because they have been hiding her role for a long time, and like they've gotten the internet to theorize on who Stacey will be playing in this movie. I mean, the most is Jean Grey, but then you got options like Firestar, Shathra, Rachel Cole, and others, like so many others. Heck, there were even like Mary Jane, Gwen Stacy when Stacy was first announced to join Brand New Day. Yeah, it's freaking insane. And yeah, we were supposed to get the trailer at the Super Bowl, but God fucking damn, we were waiting because they chose not to drop the Brian Day trailer at the Super Bowl. We were waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting until that day finally came, where I got to watch my most anticipated trailer ever, the freaking Brand New Day trailer. And guys, I gotta say, after seeing this trailer, this was freaking worth the hype, guys. Oh man, oh my gosh, guys. This is by far and away the best trailer of this entire year, and this is my true most anticipated movie of 2026 now, guys. I don't care. Yeah, sorry, Doomsday fans, but Brian Day will be the best superhero movie of the year and the best movie of the year. I am freaking calling it right now. And yes, the main reason why I'm hyped for this film is because of Stacey, because anything Stacey is in is just Stacey just pretty much turns anything into gold. Because Stacey is Stacey. Stacey. Yeah, I don't care who she plays. Honestly, I don't give a fuck about who Stacey plays. I will automatically love whatever character she plays. What matters is that it's Stacey playing this character. That's all that matters to me. I did participate in the theory of who Stacey is playing, but then I realized, you know what? Stacey is Stacey. She can play anyone she wants, and I'll automatically fall in love with the character. If she plays Firestar, I'll fall in love with Firestar, and put her as my favorite Marvel character of all time. Same thing with Rachel Cole or even Jean freaking Grey. Yeah, and yeah. Now I'll talk a bit about. I'll start off with talking about Stacey before I talk about everything else in the trailer. In the trailer, because we didn't really see much of Stacey. Marvel is still hiding Stacey from us. Marvel is still not revealing on who is Stacey playing, but we saw glimpses of Stacey. Yeah, so there's a scene where there's like this facility. And then there's like this whole box thingy, like similar to what you'd expect from a spy movie. And then you see this person being trapped in a chair with chains locked on the hands, and if you notice like the details of the body, like the hands and the body type and all that stuff, like the shape. Yes, guys, that is Stacey. I am calling it right now, and because let's be real here, guys. No one else matches that type of body and hands. Like no one else in the film matches that more than Stacey, and based on the fact that I think she could be playing a broken character who's haunted. I mean, we already know that she's gonna be like this haunted type of character, like character who they just are hunting. Yes, I mean I'm pretty sure that she would be the type of character who's tortured, chained up, and all that shit, all the messed up shit. That is Stacey right there. And even I'm honestly not disappointed that they didn't show her face. I'm not mad at all, because seeing Stacey's hands and body is enough for me to just be like, yeah, that's Stacey. As long as I know that's Stacey, or like that's all fine. But honestly, guys, even without saying, I still would have been a huge fan of this movie, and I still would have predicted that this was going to be my most anticipated. This could have been my favorite Spider-Man movie ever. The only difference is that the only difference without saying that I would have with Brand New Day is that I would have been more hyped for Avengers Doomsday than Brand New Day for sure. But yeah, so because even on its own, man, oh my cow, everything about this trailer is perfect, man. This looks like the most comic accurate Spider-Man movie yet, even more so than Spider-Verse. Yeah, we're getting a street level Spider-Man, and street level Spider-Man, and I mean, and it's all done practical web swinging. We're getting Peter. We're seeing Spider-Man get organic webs, and we're seeing Peter in his midlife crisis, a 20s person who is pretty much depressed, yeah. and oh man, guys, like where do I start with this? First of all, yeah, the swinging scenes, already the best swinging scenes in any Spider-Man, and I thought Amazing Spider-Man 2 has the best swinging scenes. This looks like Amazing Spider-Man 2, but better. In fact, guys, this trailer is making me appreciate the Amazing Spider-Man 2 more now, guys. I am not freaking kidding. I mean, I've always been a defender of Amazing Spider-Man 2, yeah. But not honestly, this trailer made me want to rewatch Amazing Spider-Man 2 today. I actually am, given how my classes are cancelled and stuff, I'll think about it if I'll rewatch Amazing Spider-Man 2, or at least any Spider-Man related thing that either that or Shang-Chi. I'm actually debating on what I can watch, but I am planning to rewatch something that honors the release of the Brand New Day trailer. Far From Home and No Way Home, though, yes, I will rewatch. I will wait until July to July, like the week of this movie's release, to like rewatch both of them. But yeah, whatever. Yeah. Oh, and also the action scenes. Oh, freaking man. Yeah, the action scenes look absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Like the tank scene, that like Spider-Man against a tank, and then we get to see Spider-Man interacting with the Punisher when the Punisher was gonna shoot Spider-Man, but then Spider-Man like shoots Punisher's gun, but still shoots him anyway. But it just doesn't hurt. It just didn't hurt Spider-Man, and then Spider-Man just swings back at the Punisher and knocks him out of his truck, and then and then there's like this comedic scene that got me laughing when Punisher said "mother," and then like Spider-Man shoots a web at Punisher's mouth before he says the F-bomb. Yeah. Honestly, guys, that's actually one thing all of the MCU Spider-Man movies have in common now, and they did not change that with this. It's where a character was about to say the F-bomb, but then gets cut, so we don't actually get to hear the F-bomb. In Spider-Man Homecoming, and the end of that film was where Aunt May caught Peter Parker being Spider-Man, and she's like, "What the fuck?" Before getting into the end credits, and then in Spider-Man Far From Home, we see Mysterio revealing that Peter Parker was going to be Spider-Man, and then Spider-Man said, Spider-Man said, "What the fuck?" And then cuts end credits. But technically post credits. And then in Spider-Man No Way Home, that scene happened, but instead we learned that he didn't actually say the F-bomb, and because a truck sound beeped the F word up. And now but I think the Punisher saying motherfucker before Peter like shot a web at his mouth, put a web at his mouth. That's probably my favorite of the old F-bomb attempt that these MCU Spider-Man movies have made. That's gold right there, and you can clearly tell that Spider-Man and Punisher are going to have a great character arc. I mean a great chemistry, And then we get to Peter Parker's story where he's pretty much alone. He has no friends. He's pretty much become an introvert, and he's trying really hard to not let anyone remember who he is. But he deep down he still has feelings for MJ. So he says in this narration, which by the way is my favorite quote of the trailer. I mean something like Peter must make choices even if it breaks. No, Spider-Man must make choices even if it breaks Peter's heart because, like I said, Peter still has feelings for MJ. I mean, we see that a lot. We see Peter watching the trailer open with Peter watching a live stream of Ned Ned on YouTube, and then we see MJ and Peter looks at her, and then we see this party scene where Peter looks at MJ and she's dating another person and all that stuff and then in the end we see Peter trying to tell MJ that oh, I'm just a neighbor, and MJ's like, your friendly neighbor, which kind of hints that maybe MJ might be suspicious that she's with Peter. And a lot of people have been against MJ and Ned being in this movie. Because it would have broken the impact of that No Way Home's ending had. But guys, I told you so that they were not going, that they could use MJ and Ned correctly in this one, and they already are giving MJ a new boyfriend, and both of them still not knowing who Peter is, and Peter just being like the third wheel of them, like he's like on the back behind their backs and all that stuff. Yeah, they're really keeping the impact of that No Way Home ending. And also we're getting some great villains as well. Some villains who we have never seen in a Spider-Man movie. Like we got Scorpion. Scorpion, and guys, we finally got Scorpion, guys. Yeah, remember Homecoming's post-credit scene? Yeah, that finally comes into fruition with Michael Mano's Scorpion being there. And Tombstone as well, who I think it was reported that Tombstone was going to be the main villain of the movie. He's the one who talks about Peter's life cycles and all that stuff. So yeah, I mean, I can see why. And then you got Spider-Man fighting the Boomerang and Tarantula, B-tier villains who I think are just a part of Peter's side quest. And then you got the Hand. And then you got Neighbors. I'm actually indoors, but I'm near another person's house, so you can clearly hear the noise. If you do, I'm not sure if you guys do, but whatever. I mean, the same one even watch my videos aside from Gwen the Cat and some of my close friends. I mean, yeah. Anyways, sorry, where was I? The Hand. Oh yeah, and now speaking of which, let's talk about the two best parts of the trailer. Yeah, So one of my favorite scenes in the trailer. Now you probably might think it's Sasing's hand. Well, not really actually, but I think the highlight of the Sasing glimpse in the trailer was in the prison scene where we see the DOA agents in the prison, and then we see them being mind controlled, and you can obviously tell that was Sasing's character controlling them. So that was that. Oh, and before I get to my other favorite part of the trailer, I almost forgot to mention this scene where the part where Peter actually grows organic web. So there's a scene where Peter wakes up being tangled in a web, and he rips off the web, and then he falls down, and like his whole legs are wrapped around in webs, and then he falls down, and then he approaches Bruce Banner, which, by the way, guys, it makes sense as to why Bruce Banner is going to be in this one, because he's the professor, and Peter needs a science genius's help about his condition. But let me just ask, guys. I wonder if Hulk will actually appear in this, because maybe there's a good chance that we won't actually see Bruce Banner turn into Hulk. Maybe we'll see an ending where we see glimpses of Bruce Banner turning into Hulk. Yeah, but we'll see how that goes. And yeah, but of course, let's talk about the freaking highlight of the trailer. So we see the person being surrounded by members of the Hand, and then we see Pierre's eyes turning into black, and then we see Pierre becoming quote unquote Man Spider. Well, if that was Man Spider, I mean, one of the Hand members was about to stab him with a knife. Peter pretty much breaks the knife like into pieces with his sword. Damn, that was the highlight of the trailer for me. Yeah, that was so freaking epic, guys. God damn. So yeah. Sorry, I got lost. So yeah, that was the coolest thing ever. Sorry, guys. But anyways, that was the highlight of the trailer. That was like the coolest thing ever. Seriously. So and also we see Peter Parker like jumping so high with this whole like flock of the Hand members and all that shit. So yeah. So I guess that's all I got to say about breaking down the brand new day trailer. Oh, and also Tremel Tillman was there talking to Peter Parker about things about him. But yeah. So yeah, this trailer just freaking blew me away. I cannot stop thinking about this trailer. This is my most anticipated movie of the year. This is already the best Spider-Man movie of the year. And I am predicting right now, this could be my new favorite comic book movie of all time, my favorite superhero movie of all time, and my favorite MCU movie of all time. So yeah. So also for my trailer reactions for both Dune Part 3 and Spider-Man Brand New Day. And by the way, guys, I'm seeing Brand New Day on July 29th. That is confirmed. I am not going to waste a day saying, now I'll watch it another day. I mean, I'm still on summer break at the time, so I have a high chance to see it opening day. I am not backing down from it. So yeah, what are your thoughts on both trailers for Dune 3 and Brand New Day? And which trailer did you love more? And would both movies be in your most anticipated movies of the year list? And also, who agrees with me that Brand New Day is the most anticipated movie of the year? Comment down below, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for my review of Project Hail Mary. So yeah, bye guys.